Welcome back to Sentai Gears, What We Know So Far, once again. Today on part 7 of this series, we had a very light month for Sentai Gear news in the month of August. We basically had nothing at all until we got to the newest batch of images from the latest issue of Televi-Kun. But that did change this past weekend when two big sets of Dark Sentai Gears were announced that we need to discuss. So let's take a look at what we saw this month. When we last left off in this series, we had discussed the announcement of the premium Bandai exclusive GearTozinger toy finally being announced. This brought with it the very first toy releases for any of the Dark Gears used in the show by Stacy. As the past month went on, more Dark Gears were shown to be appearing in the series, such as Dark Akibaranger, Dark GearTozinger, and a Dark Juron and Gowon. While it took a while for any of the Dark Gears to get toy releases, as we'll discuss later on in this video, it looks like they are about to knock them all out in the toy line very easily. Following the reveal of the Tokullectibles toy, a blog post about it was posted that dives into the details of the upcoming toy. One of the features the toy will have is being able to summon evil versions of Zenkaiger and Tokullectibles, stating how Tokullectibles' name in particular is present in the toy, unlike the original GearTozinger that only had New Hero programmed in for his sound. This was attributed to the fact that they now have the benefits of Tokullectibles being revealed, so they could go ahead and have him in the new toy when they didn't have him in the older one. Along with all of his new Dark Gears, recently in the series, Stay Caesar has gotten a power-up form, and Bandai has just announced that they will be including phrases in the GearTozinger in order to reflect this as part of the voice line feature. The blog also wanted to make note of the fact that all of the currently released Sentai Gears can work in the deluxe GearTozinger, including letting it slip a little bit that there will be a special voice phrase from both Stacy and Ijirude that can be activated using the yet-to-be officially announced Christmas 2021 gear. While we haven't seen this gear just yet, it will for sure be this year's annual Christmas cake pack-in item that will work in both of the main gun changers. Speaking of unannounced Sentai Gear toys, in the latest issue of Televi-Kun there was a whole list of every screen-used gear so far. At this point in the series, there's only a couple of the core Sentai teams missing that haven't been seen used on screen yet, such as Gear and Kyoryuger. But since this chart is being shown after the release of Super Hero Senki that came out over the summer, it gives those who have yet to see this film the very first look at the Akibaranger Gear. This gear doesn't have any toy release confirmed for it just yet, but it is nice to finally see what this special gear looks like. A few months prior to the gear being confirmed to actually appear on screen in the movie, YouTuber Crane Joe made a custom of this gear, and it ended up that they were pretty spot on what it would eventually look like. This chart also gave a list of abilities for each gear seen so far, including the most recent ones to be used in the show or about to be used in the show, such as Car Ranger and Dino Man. Just looking at how complete these charts are, it's easy to see why there is less and less gear information to talk about each month. It does seem to be winding down for the main releases. There are still a number of sounds that can have gears released for it, such as Special and the aforementioned Christmas one, but they have yet to be confirmed to actually get toys. But now that the regular set of gears have been released via Candy Toys and Gashapons, and a couple of other releases, and of course the premium Bandai diecast gear set, what else could they do now but more Dark Gears? Well, Bandai has went and done it. If the GearTozinger wasn't enough for you, there have been a number of Dark Gears that we didn't know how they would be released. And this past weekend, it was finally revealed that on premium Bandai, there will be two huge Sentai Gear sets, one for the Candy Toy line and one for the Gashapon line, to release all of the remaining Dark Gears. The deluxe GearTozinger already comes with the Stay Caesar gear, Dark Ranger, Ranger, Gowranger, Majiranger, and Bokenger, all the ones that the Zenkaigers are corely based off of. But the first of the new sets to go along with it will be the Candy Toy Dark Gear set, which will release in January of 2022. And include the dark versions of every gear that was originally a Candy Toy exclusive the first time around. So this set has Dark Bioman, Car Ranger, Mega Ranger, Go-Go 5, Hurricaneger, Abaranger, Deca Ranger, Goanger, Gokaiger, Ninja, Juoger, Q-Ranger, and Ryu Soldier. Also, since there wasn't another place to really release this gear, it will also come with a Dark Kira Major gear, which will be the very first time a Kira Major gear gets a Candy Toy version release, since the original one was a deluxe apparel pack-in item. However, those aren't the only gears that were released during the Candy Toy line. This dark set will also be the place to get the dark Juron and Galon gears that just appeared in the show this past weekend, as well as dark versions of most of the rest of the Zenkaigers. So you're going to get a dark Majin, Vroon, 2 Kaiser, 2 Kairiki, and 2 Katsunar. Though, interestingly enough, there is no dark Zenkaiser in sight. As for the rest of the remaining dark gears, they will be released in a separate dark Gashapon premium set sometime soon. We know which ones will be in this set yet, but this one is not available for pre-order just yet, unlike the dark Candy Toy one, which you can get right now. This dark Gashapon premium set will be basically just like the dark Candy Toy one and include the dark versions of the gears that originally released as Gashapon exclusives, including Dark Jacka, Battle Fever J, Denjiman, Sun Vulcan, Gargo 5, Dynaman, Changeman, Flashman, Maskman, Liveman, Turbo Ranger, 5-Man, Jetman, Die Ranger, Kaku Ranger, O-Ranger, Gingaman, Time Ranger, Geki Ranger, Shinkenger, Go Sager, Go Busters, Kyoryuger, Tokuger, Lupin Ranger, and Pato Ranger. So all of those gears that used to be Gashapon exclusives. What's really nice about these sets is not only are they easy ways to get all of the Candy Toy and Gashapon exclusive gears in one big go, but if you already have the original versions of the gears released in those toy lines, you can just go ahead and skip this set, as both the original versions and the dark versions of these gears have the same notches for the sounds for either of the toys. So it doesn't matter which ones you get, really just getting the dark set is just if you're a big fan of Stacy, or if you're a big fan of the GearTozinger, or if you just want to get them in one big set, or if you prefer the purple color more than the gold color, or if you're just a big Sentai Gear completionist like myself. And with that, that is going to do it for part 7 of Sentai Gears What We Know So Far. Next time we'll probably have pre-orders up for the dark Gashapon sets, and maybe those Kamen gears that they did tease us back with in July. In the description below there will be the pre-order link on Tokullectibles for the dark Candy Toy Sentai Gear set for those who want to add them to your gear collection. And until next time, you can follow me on Twitter at LivingRangerP or at LightningFigPR. Zenroku Zenkai.